Hello, everybody. My name is Brendan Willis, and this is the Freight Operations Management System, or FOMS for short. I am working on this solo, and there's my GitHub if you were interested. As for this space of time, it's been more than 1 week. I apologize deeply for that. I was experiencing some major burnout, but I will say that I am definitely back on track. I've worked 15 hours since I made my last status update, and with a total of 90 hours to date, um, with the estimation of 17 left. Last week's accomplishments, I was able to fix some data source errors, redesign my database schema, and add a new shipment update or status history. It looks very nice. Then I did some delivery confirmation, proof of delivery, which makes it nice as well. I'll show you. And then I implemented a driver assignment system and updated the UI for all the dashboards. Some of them didn't fit properly, now they do. As for next week's goals, I'm going to test the workflow looked. I'm going to test the workflow to look for any remaining bugs, clean up the UI, keep on deciding on keeping or removing shipper manual status editing, and then I'm going to be prepping for my demo. Um, One thing I learned about this week was a system, not a system, something called Electron. I can't remember what it's called, but it's used for turning web development skills into cross-platform apps. And then I found it interesting because it is about the trade-off between a fast development cycle and a lower performance compared to like normal native apps. Um, I don't know if I would have an opportunity to use it very much, but maybe we'll see in the future. Anyways, um, this week's challenges was mostly just burnout. It was a lot of mental gymnastics to try and get this done on time, and I didn't. So this is a couple days late, but I'm getting it done nonetheless. I need to make sure it's done. My questions for my instructor are: what do you do when you catch a case of burnout? And I once again apologize for going dark there, but it was. Oh, it was a slog. This last week has been a lot of work for other classes. But anyways, let us move on to the demo. It's at a All right. So here's my page. We're going to the shipper. All right. Well, I'm going to create a new reference. I'm going to create something random from uh, Payson to Flagstaff, Arizona, Walmart. Okay, I'm going to create that. Here's a reference. We have our pickup and destination. It is unassigned, and we have when it was created. No delivery confirmation yet. We have our history right here. Okay, well, we've created it. Well, now let's assign it. Okay, status saved. All right, I'm going to create another bogus one. We're going to call it delete me just so we can keep track of that. And we're going to keep that just as created. So right now we got a bunch of stuff here. The history is working correctly, and it's all fitting properly. Let's go to our admin. I gotta log out. Admin. All right. So here we can see we have a new thing. We can assign drivers. Now we only have one right now, but we're going to assign the driver. It automatically updates, and now it is assigned. So now their driver page should be able to view that. This is assigned, even though we don't have a driver, so we're going to fix that. All right. Now, if we need, we can change the designation to in transit. And if you notice here in the history, we see everything that happens in real time, the date, the time, whatever. And so now let's if we as we look through here, we got a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's make sure the driver let's make note. Here's some delivered stuff with a long history from Dallas to Seattle. Well, does our driver page see that? It shouldn't because it's already delivered. They don't need to see that. All right. Yeah, there's nothing here that has already been delivered. Well, that's perfect. Now for our shipment from Rexburg to Orofino, well, let's say that's delivered. Well, now it's gone. We no longer see it. We don't need to. It's delivered. It doesn't matter. Here we can see, okay, well, the delete me, we need to start our transit. Let's get started. All right. Well, now it is in transit. Okay. And it'll be delivered shortly. And now we got other stuff, it's in transit. Okay. Well, mark is delivered. Perfect. If we go back to our admin, we will see that there are more things here that are delivered, and yeah, let's clean that up a little bit. That's delivered. Can delete it, and yeah, well now we're a little bit cleaner, and now we need to wait for these things to be delivered. Well, this is the whole of my project right here. There's still some minor tweaks I need to make, but it's coming together very nicely. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. Take care.